Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to NinjaTrader Live. I'm Tracy Shuchart, Senior Economist, and here are the headlines while we were away. President Donald Trump's big announcement at 11 today was the launch of Trump RX, a government-backed website allowing Americans to purchase prescription drugs at discounted prices by bypassing pharmacies and insurers. This targets 28 million uninsured or underinsured, and the platform will be managed by the Department of Health and Human Services and will enter beta testing within weeks. With this announcement, they announced a deal with Pfizer to reduce prices for their products to match international rates. As you know, the U.S. has some of the highest rates in the world for their medications, and so this will revert to the lowest prices that they have going. Albert Bourla was in attendance for the announcement. He didn't look too pleased, but he made the deal anyway with the U.S. It was that or be forced to face 100% tariffs plus. President Trump also said that he would be working with some other pharmaceutical companies. As of right now, they have 100% tariffs on brand name pharmaceuticals across the board if they do not have a manufacturing plant in the United States. So that was the big announcement there. The government is now running a pharmacy. Trump, back to the shutdown. Trump threatens a lot of firings as the shutdown deadline nears. As many as 750,000 federal workers who could be temporarily furloughed. That said, they still get paid when they come back for back pay while they were furloughed, but he did threaten mass firings up to 100,000 workers if the Democrats and Republicans remain at an impasse over the funding. The government does shut down at midnight tonight, so we're running down the clock to see if we get a deal. So far, no dice, no deal. Next, we have some news in the oil department. So EIA came out with their monthly report today, and U.S. demand was again revised up for July. Now, the monthly report is better than the weekly reports, but it is lagging until they get the actual data in. Really, the weekly reports are kind of a guesstimate. But U.S. oil demand was revised up to 20.98 million barrels per day. The forecast was at 20.442 million barrels a day, so we're at about 500,000 barrels per day higher than they forecast, and up about 1% year over year. So demand clearly is not waning as the media will have you think it is. Then I'm not sure who follows oil right now, but there have been a lot of reports on this supply glut that's coming, and that OPEC group of 8 that's meeting on October 5th is going to increase production by 500,000 barrels a day. Over the last week, we've seen over 34 articles in Bloomberg alone telling us this huge oil glut is coming. We have yet to see this appear in the markets anywhere. But the OPEC Secretariat got a little bit angry with the media and issued a statement and said the OPEC Secretariat firmly rejects recent media reports alleging that the group of 8 countries are planning to increase production by 500,000 barrels per day. These claims are wholly inaccurate and misleading. At the present, discussions among the relevant ministers concerning the upcoming meeting have not yet commenced. Consequently, the OPEC Secretariat strongly urges media outlets to exercise accuracy and responsibility in their reporting in order to avoid unnecessary speculation in the oil market. And if you know a little bit of the backstory on this, at their last meeting during the summer, Bloomberg and Reuters and Wall Street Journal were not invited to the event. That would have been the first time that's ever happened because of their misreporting on the group, the OPEC group. Moving on, we have news in the tech sector. We have OpenAI releases social app for sharing AI videos from Sora. So I guess this is a standalone app, and you can make and share AI-generated videos with friends. So you can make avatar of yourself and interact with your friend's avatar if they give you permission, and you guys can create avatar videos together. Sounds intriguing. Next, we had the USDA reports. Corn showing USDA report showed bigger than expected stocks in corn and wheat. Both are now at a 1-month low. This comes at a time we've discussed before where things are looking grim for farmers as far as prices are concerned. And we also have some export issues because China, during this whole trade war, is now buying soy and corn from Brazil and Argentina and not taking as much from the U.S. that they had been. In fact, no soy, very little corn. And then finally, last but not least, on a funny note, Goolsbee was just speaking, and he said, and he proclaimed, BLS is the best data provider in the world. I'll just leave it there. And that was the news while we were away. Now I'll hand it off to Leo and Stowe for Trade the Close.
Hey, you guys, it's me, Leo.
I'm supposed to be Leo today. What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm good. I'm
That's
good.
good.
I'm good.
Yep, I am subbing for the big cat. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, chat. Hello, hello. This is another. I know I have changed, or XY has changed.
Leo got really Asian, like really Asian. Maybe it's the hat.
That's good. It's a good hat, though. He needs a Bass Pro Shop hat. Actually, we should all have one of those.
It's only $5. That's why I bought it.
Yeah. How are you doing, dude? What are you doing? You
Honestly,
in a trade?
wildly profitable today, and it's only Tuesday. I would
Okay.
like to call it a weekend early, but I have double duty again tomorrow on stream.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
I'm actually gonna be trading the open with Kane tomorrow, and
yeah,
Kane might not even know that. So that will be fun too.
does he know? I don't think he knows.
I don't think he knows. I don't know. Hey, Phoenix. Well, I got my teeth kicked in cleanly today on my cash account, and then I resorted to trying to solve that problem in some props and practice this balance day. We haven't had like a true kryptonite balance day for me in a long time. Um, so I'm trying to get some reps in today. I've executed maybe like 8,000 trades today. So
Oh,
everybody can take some shots at me when it's time for that. But um, if there's ever a day where the overnight high and low have been run, you can know to yourself that I'm having a bad time somewhere, wherever I might be.
overnight high and low.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Whenever they both get run like that, NQ
Why is
hasn't
that?
been. I don't. That's just like
Is it like something specific or is it just like a sign of balance and you hate balance?
nope. I mean, it is a sign of outlier day stuff in general.
It is really
Um,
weird.
and yeah, so it's not that I hate balance, it's that balance is like less predictive for me, less easy to engage with because it's harder for me to spot that turnaround based on the stuff that I use, especially in like a tiny range. Like what do we have on what's ES 25 points today? Yeah. So NQ is a little nicer. I should have just traded that and just bought the G line and locked it up, but I didn't. So
I would actually have to agree with you. I tell people all the time, like, I guess on paper, you see a balance, a D-shaped profile, and it's always like, this is obvious. This is sell outside of value, buy outside of value on
mhm.
downside. But executing it is so difficult.
Yep.
The day type that is most obvious, where as order flow traders, you look at a D shape, you're like, well, it's obvious, it's balance. You fade the edges. But actually fading the edges is so difficult that I don't even really like to do it.
No.
The only way I got in this long is because it kept trying so many times. When it slows down at the edge for me, it gets easier, but it doesn't commonly do that. So The trades today I had, this was right before I got on stream.
Okay,
It
let
didn't
me
move
see.
anywhere, right? We got to very low. But this short that I took on stream earlier, I was able to get this because look how long they spent. Look how much
Yeah.
information they gave me after a while. Um,
Yep.
and then down here, it's the same thing. They're giving me enough time to really see the information for what it is and move on with it. But otherwise, it's so hard. That's why I hate balance days because it more often requires me if I want that access. I got a leg in. It's really difficult to predict or speculate when the turn is actually going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And it's, I mean, look at it now. Now we just broke the overnight high of ES and made a new high
yeah, it's
again.
really difficult.
So we had an excess up there before, and now we have a new excess. So it keeps breaking. Yeah, it has false trended like, I don't know, 85 times today. And I wanted to be thinking about short, like 712 ish going into the day. And, I had that idea. I got it off fairly well the first time, but, by the fifth time, it just, I mean, yeah, look at this. I mean, just look at this is nasty business.
It really
And
is.
this is what a D shape looks like before it's perfectly formed and you see how big it's about to be.
Yeah.
Like it starts small and it gets bigger and bigger and
That's
bigger.
the worst part of it. It's
Yeah.
because as you have the information so far, it's like, okay, this is the edge. The market's like, no, no, no. We're going higher. We're gonna make a longer edge. And it's like, how
Yeah.
would you really interact with that? It's so difficult. How do you know when they're gonna stop on the downside or the upside? Just so happens today I was lucky enough for them to give me opportunities where it took so long to do so that certain information kept repeating itself. Upside, it
Yep.
kept repeating. There's a taper, taper, taper. Selling's coming in, it fails again. Should I short now? Maybe, maybe not. Selling comes in, it fails again. But the upside keeps failing, and then the selling starts to persist where it was failing, and then it gets short. But it doesn't always give you all that information and time to really think about it. So I do hate D-shaped days because it's D-shaped for now, and then in the next hour it's a wider D. And
Yeah.
then
And
when
look
you
at us
think it might
now.
extend,
Now we're pumping for, yeah. Now
yeah,
we're, now
it's
we're trending.
and then at some point, are you like, okay, no, this is gonna continue, or is it just gonna fall back at some point? It's really tricky.
So this is when I wanted to get in. I got one here at like, let me find. Yeah, it's a freaking mess. Look at this. Everybody take a picture of how bad this is. But this is I'm in here, in the weeds on my day off trying to practice. Um and so this was a nice sequence here. I went for so this is if we zoom into when the hell was this? Like 12:30. Okay, so um I'm trying to get long this continuation because this is my spot. We just ran the overnight high. I'm like, whoa, this is aggressive. All right, I got to stop trying to be short. We're above 10, 12. And I'm like, all right, I need to get this continuation. Get in, take some off, get in, take some off, get in. And then as soon as we got below this band and we got back in the IB, maybe that's not even the IB. What the hell is that? No, it's the OR high. As soon as we're back in the 5 minute OR, I'm like, all right, flip short and then covered, 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 flip long, flip short. Like trying to get to, I'm like, all right, now we're going to then we ended up running the overnight low again. So yeah, then I'm short here. I flipped again. So I have been pushing on both edges of this today unsuccessfully. And then at the end of the day, the thing that finally got me green again was right here. I just said, to hell with it. I'm just gonna buy this thing. I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch to minis, and I'm just gonna buy this thing. If it's gonna hold 66.98 again, whatever. Let's just do it. And then it eventually did. I got two off at 705. It pulled back to 67,000 again, and then went to get a coffee once I found out I had to stream, and then we're all the way up here. So I don't
I
I don't
thought I was
know.
gonna be on here by myself for a second, guys. up until like the last 20 minutes. I was like, I guess I'll do it on my own.
Yeah. Well, Steve, yeah, Steve, keep fading the edges. It's all well and good, but like you don't know where the edge is until the end of the day.
Right.
So
That's the hardest
that's
part.
the hard part.
Where do you really risk? And then when is it just out of hand? You
Yeah.
guys know how I trade by now. I like to find out how I can risk first before getting the trade on. But as the market's now exploring new prices, it's the edge, but you don't know where it would even stop. It doesn't make sense yet. And then if you wait for that, say you're on the upside, you're waiting to sell outside of value, they finally show a place of risk. Well,
Hmm.
how many points has it gone and how many points do you have left for a reasonable runway for profit?
Right.
And usually these days the ranges are pretty compact, so your edge is blunted, greatly blunted, and then it just makes everything long, and then now you're short, and then now you're long. It's so much easier on paper by theory when you look at the profile. But
Well,
when you're trying to
everything's
execute it,
easier on paper after the day's done. 6.5 hours later, this thing's clear
yeah.
as a bell.
And even executing is hard because where do I risk this? When is the edge no longer the edge? Mm. So what I would have to do is I'd have to wait for that info. Sometimes by the time that info is relayed to me, we're 30 or 40 points back and the range of the day is 150. So I'm like, and then right below you is like MGI levels that are going to be in the way. And so it just, yeah, it muddies things up really fast.
Yeah. Phoenix asked, Stowe, would you consider the fact that both ES and NQ traverse the VWAP so many times during the day that created difficulty for you? Most certainly. Yes. 1,000%. That's why I quit. I mean, I came up a little short of my DLL, but I basically DLL'd my cash account today. And as soon as this stuff happens to me, also, shocker, I also hit my DLL sometimes. I hope that nobody's super surprised by that. I'm sure XY is not. Okay, so this is the problem, right? This is the stuff I look at. First hour or so is flat. So this is balanced and I'm aware. And then then it starts to trend down. And I'm like, okay, let's look for continuation. Nope, squeezed, death squeeze. And I'm like, okay, okay. And then we get in this upper band, and I'm like, oh, okay. Now I start to look for continuation, and it's like, nope, death squeeze, back down. So all of my stuff, it's not just that we were in between traversing the view ops, we were traversing like +2 to -2, -2 to +2, +2, -2. Like horrendous for me. This is my, and this doesn't happen very often, thankfully. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be a trader, or I would have to trade completely differently than I do. But yeah, now look at it go. Now it's just partying. But yeah, so for that reason, I know to shut my cash down because I've done this in the past years ago. This is how I blow up for sure on days like this. So I switch to the prop, get some reps with MES, try to learn something from this day, especially since I hit my daily loss limit. I need to learn something. So I got some good stuff with the -2s that I wrote down to check for later. I'm going to look at general balance range days and try to replace some and see if these setups work a little differently on those. But basically, I'm going to go back through days where the overnight high and low has both been run on ES and see what that price action looks like and maybe get some replay time in. I mean, maybe if I have some spare time.
Chris says, but you do know where the edge is if it dips back into value and you write it down, right? Yeah. So at that point, it's a lot safer and more reasonable to speculate that this is the edge. But a lot of times the value area is not that big, and now your risk to reward is not that great. And a lot of times in balance, there's a lot of MGI in the way of things. So let's look at today. You get the edge. What's in the way now? Prior to close, IB high, RTH open, pivot, VWAP, prior to low, overnight low, all within just 10 points of each other. So to me, it's like, dude, I'm gonna fight for this. Do I really want to fight for this? And who knows what the risk would be? 20 points, 30 points, 40. You guys know I like to keep risk really tight. So finding certain access and certain opportunities, they're not as common in these day types. I'm just lucky today. Usually it's really hard to interact with. You're not really seeing the reality of what it commonly would be for me. So I will say that right now.
Look at this.
Things just going my way. I hate
Disgusting.
D-shape.
All of these wicks below the weekly open were like,
Yeah, check this out.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so this is like, yeah, this is pretty gross. This is pretty nasty. And that's why, I mean, nothing works all the time. You have to know when the thing that you use consistently is not working with the market and be done. Switch to sim, switch to prop or something else, or just quit and go home. Um, NQ probably looks a little better. My NQ is busted though.
ES is
Oh, there
running
it is. My NQ chart's
outside.
back. Nice. Yeah, NQ just came back, got its weekly open touch, which is beautiful, and then bounced off of that both times. So that's good. Yeah, ES is nasty right now. I might have to break up with this ticker. How do you become great like you, XYZ? Practice. Practice, practice, practice.
It's quite
I
easy.
still, yeah,
Never assume the market's lying to you. That's the biggest tip I can give anybody.
I like that. That's good. How do you both feel about footprint charts? I know OFL is simplified footprints of sorts. XY, you still look at a footprint, right? Sometimes.
Yes. My
Yeah.
footprint is a little interesting though. It's quite different. Um, Whenever the playbook comes out, you will see. Actually, you guys can go on my YouTube and see what it looks like already.
Mm.
It is very volume based. Um, so it's different. I don't see individual bid ask prints. On ES, I do. On ES, I use an 8-tick Renko. So I will see individual bid ask and stuff. But I do like a footprint still, that's for sure. No.
I have never used one. I have tried for sure. Those were probably some of the first videos I ever watched were the Axia footprint stuff. Um, hide behind the elephant, all kinds of fun setups. Um,
Yeah.
from the 90s. You can't really hide behind the elephant much anymore because there's like more elephant behind there now. Um, but yeah, it just never it never made sense to me. Just as far as my eyes were able to see it, so I just never used it. But I used delta at price instead, or leg to leg delta stuff like that.
Yeah, I think the leg to leg delta does a very good job of replacing a footprint. Um, for me, it's just because I really like things that I can see volume with. I still have a footprint, but yes, the leg to leg delta. I mean,
Yeah.
all these guys scrapped the footprint. Leo, Stowe, Nick, they don't have a footprint anymore because, well, you don't really need one with a leg to leg delta.
Yep. We got the cheat codes. We got the game genie.
Yep. How do I become great like you? I just saw it
I
right
told you it was in there.
now. Luck, my man, just being at the right place at the right time.
You
And then the
can't don't
market,
underestimate luck.
and then the market agrees. Yeah, I went off this whole like rant early in the morning where it's all about if the market agrees with you. That's all you can hope for.
I missed your rant because I had already hit my DLL and I was taking a lap, swearing into the sky. So
It's better than
yeah, I
screaming
didn't
into a
just
pillow.
take my DLL like quietly and nicely today either. By the way, Chad, just so you know, like it sucks. I hate hitting my DLL, but that's part of it, man. And you have to know, like, yeah, some days you can get lucky, some days you get unlucky, and you have to control the damage that the unlucky day brings. Um, or like a day outside of your process, stuff like that. So that's what the
Yep.
DLL is for.
Yeah, sometimes when the market doesn't agree, just make sure you don't allow it. This is the only thing you can control, by the way, is how much you allow the market to take from you if it's disagreeing with you. Um, but yes, on those days, you just manage that, and when the market agrees with you, you will swing that equity curve up.
That's why Leo asked me to sub for him today. He's like, I bet Stowe blew this balance day so hard right now. Let me see if he can jump on stream.
Also, so as I read the chat, do I use volume tick or just volume in my settings? You talking about charts or my candles or 1 minute? Um, all these guys use volume based. I think I'm the only one that uses candle. Is a 1 hour chart part of OFL? I just made it. I just made it. Uh, yeah, guys, you also have to remember that I placed last in the competition. So big expose last Thursday, gigantic expose.
It's
Can
true.
I trade? Can I not? TBD. Jury's
I
still
lost
out on
I
that one.
lost a pretty big side bet. I lost $250 on a side bet. But the kid was nice enough to he's like, just donate this to charity. So I was like, oh, that's cool.
Ah,
Yeah. So I felt good about that.
yeah, Jeff, 1 minute hike and Ashi. Glad my desk can't hit back.
That's true. That's true, drunk radish. Me too, man. I mean, I don't normally take a swing. That's not my style, but I definitely ramped up the vulgarity today. I'm glad the kid was at school. My wife came in. My wife's off today. She's like, "Everything okay in here?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, all good, thanks."
It's like, is everything okay in there? Yep, yep, we're good. Well, we haven't done it yet, so please hit the likes, guys, and subscribe if you haven't. We are trying to get to 150K so that we can spend a whole week giving stuff away.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It's good stuff too. I got a little sneak peek, a little sneaky peeky.
I got off light, given like my prize is potatoes and cheese, basically. Everybody else is buying nice fancy stuff, but
You guys want to know something? Not everything is sunshine and rainbows. Today, I had been notified by my friend Stowe in the morning. I woke up to this, by the way. The first
I'm
thing I see when I
sorry.
wake up.
Yep.
Yes, RIP. He had sent me bread, very, very proprietary Stowe bread, extremely
Overnight too.
proprietary. He overnighted it, and I think USPS ate it.
Something happened to it. Um,
Uh, so
I
I will
called.
not
They
be
gave me my
receiving it.
money back. So, but like now I gotta make the bread again.
And he
I
said it
know.
was really good. I mean, I saw the photos,
Well, I
and
mean, we'll never know because I didn't eat it.
that's true.
It could have
You
been
should have asked
terrible.
him, like, "Hey, look, all right, be real with me. Off the record, how was it? 1 to 10."
My lady's normally like so good, and yeah, she's awesome down there. She's like, I don't know where this could have gone. I was like, yeah, me neither, lady, me
But
neither.
I
But
heard
now my
it was
friend's hungry.
really delicious.
That's all right. We'll take another crack at it this weekend. XY. I'll get you one out on Monday.
Or chat, do you think Stowe just couldn't resist the bread he made and he just ate it?
That ain't it.
That is-
Nope. I would have, but like we left and we went to that. We went on
Oh
our
yeah,
little
you were gone.
vacay. Yeah,
How was it, by the way?
it was awesome. It was
Won money
crazy.
at the casino. You can never complain about
I
that.
did. Yes, that was cool. That was good. Um, yeah, we had a wild time. They had everything at this place. You could like bowl. Uh, there's like an infinity pool.
Oh,
Super
fancy.
fancy
Oh, you stayed at a
restaurants.
fancy
I
place.
maybe yeah, I did. I definitely did.
Infinity pool?
It's their slow season, so I think I like snuck in there at a time. But as long as, I mean, their slow season is my anniversary date. This is win-win-win for me. So yeah. Um, no, it
Darrow,
was
Stowe is
super
literally
relaxing.
on the other side of the country. He was trying to send a runner over here.
I was, yeah. Yep.
Jeff, how do you know what? How does Jeff know about the casino story? Well,
Sav,
how do we know?
Sav, that's ridiculous. Sav says one time she ordered a McRib and Uber Eats the McRib and somebody took a bite out of it. It sounds like, yeah, it sounds like maybe that guy had the munchies,
Damn,
possibly.
honestly, if I saw that, I'd be like, I can I be mad at this? Someone
I ain't
was
even mad.
really
Nope.
hungry.
You sure
I
about
think better
that?
him than me at that point,
You sure about that? You sure about that?
It's like I think I should send this into DoorDash, try to get my money back.
Um, SL Hunter says, "What is market structure to you guys? What does market structure mean to me?" It sounds like an interview question.
That's a good question.
Um, I
Very
guess what
convoluted answer.
kind of what I use for market structure is just like the VWAP weirdness, balance, imbalance on those different time frames, in concert with a big old volume profile. If I can zoom out of this chart, um, yeah. So I just kind of use monthly band, weekly bands, and this is pretty strong monthly trend all of September. Didn't really spend much time outside of the monthly band, and then I'm more zoomed into the weekly. Um, once Wednesday comes around specifically, but yeah.
I think mine is also quite simple. It's who is where and are they getting what they want? So I guess on my
Mm.
chart it would be on pure price, it would just be like market structure shifts, right? Higher high, lower low, whatever. And then you add volume into it, and then you get who is positioned where and are they getting what they want. So we did have what 3 days overlapping value, and price goes up, and as it tests back, which is also where the weekly open is, into this range, there's no one really participating. So
Hmm.
anyone who's positioned here is still getting what they want on the upside. So I'm willing to take stabs on the upside here. But earlier in the day, what I was seeing is, okay, they built this yesterday at a place that I had marked to watch for an offer. Surprise, surprise, an offer presented itself. They built lower, and today we're trading even lower below that build. So to me, uh, more sellers and buyers in the market. And if we're still trading lower, that means it's still sellers pushing the market. So that's why in the morning I was just short. Short here, or two shorts, short here, and then short here. But hey, new information comes in, right? The shorts never crack what was value area low and overnight low. So my first short, I had to come all the way back to me. The second short, I actually took everything off here. My last runner, I took it off because I was like, I'm not playing with that anymore. And then they bounced it again. And coming back, they finally make their way back under the overnight low where they couldn't before. And what do? They fail. So if they're going to fail that, same information, we're going to go back up. So I take it as the market makes decisions, and you take the most recent decision and you take that as the truth. This is what the market thinks. So it's not only where are we going, it's where is the market not looking to go. All day, it's just not going under the overnight low. And when they finally do, they can't get any traction, right? They start to taper. So you take a position and the market goes up and it holds back in the range again and just get out of the way from there. So always it's important to note where it's going, but also make a note of where it's not interested in going. And you can probably get a good trade idea going. Now everyone's worked up about this casino story.
Who's
It's a
got
good lesson. I think it's a good moral lesson.
who's worked up about it?
Well, Jeff
Sorry, I
brought the
wasn't paying
casino
attention.
story, and I'm like, how does he even know there's a casino
Oh,
story?
I said I would tell. I was talking to Jim about it yesterday. Maybe I don't know
Yeah,
what the hell day
it's
it
a
is.
good
I'm so
story.
confused.
Honestly, it's a really interesting story. My
Okay.
ass is clenched, I'm telling you guys.
No, I'll tell it for sure. So yeah, so I went to I was at a casino, and occasionally when you're playing blackjack, blackjack's a pretty emotional game. Winning money, losing money. Everybody's in their feelings about something. Also I'm short 2350. So look at me doing something weird up here, XY. Um I'm gonna try to see if I what I need to get out of this though, because this 20 to 28 spot is this previous volume from a hot minute ago. And look at all this buying up here. It's like it's redonkulous. I might just kill this one. I'll just take this
I'm
one off.
flat on the long now.
Cool.
Took me out. You took me out. I just saw that right now. You did this.
I'm just doing this. I'm just gonna go. Give me 2 points on this. Yeah, so I'm playing cards, and this kid and his girl come up. They don't know how to play. They're just using their free money. This annoys all of the like well-to-do older dudes that are harumphing around. This is a common thing that is fun for me. This is also why I like to go to casinos. This is why I like to play blackjack too. Is I really enjoy people watching. I really like to see people's experience with like their own expectations of what they think is going to happen versus what actually happens. I just love it. It fills my heart with joy to watch people make and lose money and have emotional reactions to it. I don't know why. Maybe I'm psycho. I might be sick in the head. Um, no, fly here. I am not an advantage player. I can't count. I can count a little bit, but I don't try to do that. Um, so I'm playing, and this kid loses, and like everybody's telling him that he sucks, and I don't believe that I said anything out loud, but I was talking to the floor. I also like to get in the mix with the dealers and the floor and learn like, hey, what's going on? Like, how are you? Like, what's your story? Because I assume that if you work in that environment, you have the coolest stories of all time. So I try to get access to those people and their fun stories when I can. Um, all of a sudden this dude and his girlfriend are like coming up to me furious, so mad that I said something, and they're like, who are you to tell us what to do, how to play, all this stuff? And I was just like, whoa, totally shocked. And so I spin my chair around, and then this was the worst thing to do, by the way, because this apparently was the moment that he was like, oh, now you want to fight, you want to go? And I'm like, no, 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 I'm turning around so I can talk to you. Listen, man, I'm not giving you any sort of hell for anything. You do whatever you want in here. And meanwhile, all the rich dudes are screaming, kick him out, kick him out. So it became this like clear um, dichotomy between these dudes who I was playing with, who were not great people on the surface. No offense to them, but they're not my people. But I like to hang out with people that aren't my people sometimes, and this kid and his girlfriend who were clearly over their skis, trying to do something they'd never done before. So I quit playing, and I take this kid over to a different table, and I'm like, hey man, let me get you a drink. And like I was talking to him, I was like, you can't get mad when people are grouchy about losing money. It's just like, look at all those rich people losing money. They're playing this game because they think that like they can control something. That's why people gamble. Like, don't get emo about it. It's fine. And yeah, this is how you can play better if you want to play like the book, or just do whatever you want. Doesn't matter. So it was cool. I ended up turning this weird um, dude thought I was puffing my chest up at him, which is funny, like a funny concept to me.
It
Like
ends in Stowe fashion, right, guys?
but I was like, dude, I don't even know how to puff my chest out, but like if I'm doing it right now, sick. I'm gonna have to write this down and tell my friends.
Yeah, when Stowe first messaged us, like we're in a small group, he said, "Oh, I got in a fight." Blah, blah, blah. We're like, "Huh? Tell us right now. Tell us right now." And he tells us, we're like, "All right, I did not expect that. I did not expect it to unfold the way you have just explained it." But I can't be surprised because it's Stowe.
Yeah. I
So
like
yeah,
people, man. I like hanging with people.
kindness takes you far, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you see all that garbage on FinTwit about people talking about who's doing what and who's not doing what and why they're better than them, just leave it alone, man.
Yeah. It literally serves no purpose. No need to get in
Um,
the mix with that.
there was a pretty interesting question somewhere. Right here. So Shraven says, you guys ever have a life event that makes trading feel not important at all, and you realize how idiotic you were getting worked up about it?
Mm. Um, yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like that all the time. But it's just like it's just work. So it's not like I don't know. I think there's a fine line between getting worked up about trading in general and just like I struggle with this a little bit because I hold myself to a really high standard, and that is
Also, you're doing it live on stream. It's not that
yeah.
easy.
Yeah, it's weird. Um this is we have specific problems no one has, but we also have other problems that everybody has. Um so like I grew up with a really hardcore work ethic, and that it kind of has been not easy to navigate as a trader because a hardcore work ethic when you're growing up is really results oriented, and to be really good at trading, you need to not be results oriented. And so you have to kind of unwind the way that you perceive your hard work and your effort. Um, so that was definitely a big part of it. So when I'm hard on myself, like today, I hit my DLL, it's just an echo of that old, that old stuff rattling around. Like, you have to provide for your family. You got to blah, blah, blah. So it's also mental stuff that I have to get through and get to the other side of. And I think there's also this myth that like you one day get to the place where you don't have to overcome your weird personality quirks or your weird mental game stuff, but like you don't. You don't ever get over that stuff. You make some of it easier, but yeah, it's always going to be in there, and you're always going to be fighting with it. So
Yeah,
that's what I
trading
would
is
say.
the one thing where you can't just like run through the wall. Anything else, even in sports, right? You just work at it. You keep doing it over and over. You run through the wall, but in trading, the wall's gonna run through you every time you try it. You have to find out how to get around it, get around certain things. So it definitely you do have to unwire a lot of stuff. For me, I try to be on top of that stuff when it comes to trading and bad outcomes. Uh, you see a lot of bad stuff in the world, whether it's on social or this and that. And I always there's a saying that I saw one time, and it said, I think I mentioned it on stream before. It said, "Get rich quick, count your blessings." And that
Yep.
always stuck with me. If
Yep.
you count your blessings, there's a chance you do have everything you need. There's someone out there in the hospital with, they wish they had your problem,
Yep.
right?
100%.
Uh, that stuff sticks with me even when I'm on the charts. It
Yeah.
helps if you have a process you believe in too with trading, which everyone has to get to. But it's just this. And then sometimes like people will harp on you. They'll say you're a sim trader, that you're this, you're that. It's, it's just misery. Misery seeks liquidity, doesn't it? Misery loves company. It's gonna find liquidity. It's liquidity seeking.
Yeah. The
So
misery
don't become
manipulation.
liquidity for misery.
Yep. No, and it's yeah, you're that's why you're a great dude, and that's why I love you so much, is you always have that perspective. And you have helped me, but you remind me of that too all the time. So it's nice. You should all, as a side note, chat, you should surround yourself with people that say this sort of stuff to you all the time so that you're constantly remembering to not act like an asshole in general. Because everybody needs a reminder. Nobody's nobody's batting 1,000% on not being a jerk, but yeah. Um, But no, it's like that kid that was, mad. He wasn't mad at me. And when people get mad at me or when people say mean stuff to me on the internet, I I believe that that's usually coming from, a place of like they probably believe that about themselves, or they probably have something in their life that they would like to say that to, but they can't. So they're going to say it to me instead. And so like I feel for those people in those moments because, I've been there too. Everybody's had a bad time. Everybody's wanted to lash out about their circumstances. So um,
Yeah.
perspective is a gift, just like anything else in this business. Perspective is a gift.
Yeah, it's kind of like, hey, you know what? I don't know what problem you've got, but don't make it mine.
Yep.
Just hey, you could be mad if you want, but as soon as you react, as soon as you engage with it, you are actively making it your problem too. So obviously
This is the way.
within me.
That freaking one that one scares me every time that it pops in. It's like, it's very deep.
When is my playbook it's not really a course, guys. I guess I don't know. Maybe it is. It literally is like a unfolding of my entire brain. So maybe it's a course, maybe it's a playbook. I literally had to melt my brain down and then re-sculpt it for the it was quite difficult, but it'll be out, I don't know. We've got to work out some stuff on the website. It's being
Yeah.
difficult, so it's not that easy, but it's there. There's some extra content. We
No,
just
we
got to
got
figure
some
out
in
the
it.
websites.
We got some stuff to announce too coming up. So it's all in a mix
Ooh.
together, and we'll have a new episode out. And Nick's playbook, XY's playbook. We're just trying to figure out how to make them live in a nice way on the
Yeah.
site. Um, and like we're just doing all this stuff ourselves, so it's just taking a second. Plus, we got some. I got some live reads to do hopefully soon, so that's going to be fun.
Ooh. It's text and images to as like a skeleton of my framework, and there's like two videos with DOM examples, but I wanted my playbook personally, I wanted it to be text and image so that it can be referenced back and forth because there's a lot of it's like an entirely fractal process. There's like 8 segments. Some are really long, very in depth, and I want it to be in a form where you don't have to reference a video back and forth and find timestamps. It's just text to go back and forth and then nail some things down along the way. Also, I do want to caveat it is not trading 101. It is also not order flow 101. So get acquainted with certain terminology, or while you're doing it, be ready to search up certain terminology and stuff.
Yeah,
Does it
if it
go over
was,
tapering? Yes.
it's not. Yeah. What we're doing is less like trying to teach somebody a specific method because like I don't think that works anyway.
There's also a lot of beginner order flow stuff on YouTube as it is.
Yeah.
A lot. You can go on like Axia and they'll teach you like, hey, what is a price ladder? What is a resting order? What is a this? What is a that? And then once you understand those things, like what's what, um, you can start to utilize the concepts that we have in whatever way works for you.
Hey, Hans, thank you. That's really kind of you. I might take you up on that for sure. Thanks, brother.
The market is just not moving anymore.
I know. I mean, I'm still trying to short this 25, but it ain't happening. It
ES
just
looks really
so. I mean,
strong.
the
Are
bid
you
is just
ES right
like,
now?
yeah.
NQ looks a lot weaker than ES does right now.
It's doing something. I'm also here. I
It's
am
doing a
yet
wiggle.
again inversing the Leo stat. So that's ridiculous. I shouldn't be doing that. So we got the M period stat in a bullish way. But again, this is kind of a practice day for me. No judgment. I know that you
Brian,
folks
are
will
you
judge me anyway, but
serious? No way.
ooh.
That's why.
Oh, maybe Brian's got the hot
I'm
goss, huh?
upset that he found out before we did. Why does AJ keep doing stuff without us? I hate it. He
He's a
keeps
busy
leaking
guy.
stuff too.
He's so busy.
Yeah, AJ, he keeps leaking stuff. So you guys want to know something, just bother him about it.
I guess I'm just not around for things to be leaked to
You
me.
know what I don't like about AJ? He keeps doing those stuff while a stream is going. Little
That's
fun
true.
meetings. The little fun meetings. It's like at
Yeah.
noon my time. And it's
Yeah.
like yesterday I got to participate because you guys were on stream. Losers.
That's cool. No, that was it yesterday. It was like at 3 o'clock or
He
something.
always does that. And
Yeah.
I
And I was
told him,
like,
hey,
come
can you
on,
stop
man.
doing that so we can hang out? And he just doesn't care. I hate
Nope.
that guy. That's why we killed off his character in PTT.
It's true. Yeah. RIP. Yeah. He found out. He's like, hey, I
Yes,
listened to the
RIP.
episode. I found out I was dead. Um,
Oh
I
yeah, some
also,
chat. If you haven't caught up, it's a spoiler. AJ does not make it to the second season. It's just one of those new seasons that starts off without a character and you have no idea why and they don't bring it up. When is the new PTT coming out? Well, we recorded.
yeah, yeah.
You're looking at the guy right here. His name is Stowe. He's in charge of that.
Well, I had started to cut it up and now I'm doing this.
He found
And
out he had to censor all of it, so we have to re-record.
and no, it's fine. It's so good. It's fine.
Well, for anyone that's
I
been
think less
listening to
swearing than
season
the last one.
2,
So
do you guys have any feedback? Also, do you guys have any suggestions?
no suggestion box.
No
Cancel that.
suggestion box?
Strike that. Nope.
Message Stowe all of your suggestions. There are no bad ones.
No, I actually Dio Killer, I like to edit it because I have always loved talk radio and I like to get like the flow down. And I mean, when you're making jokes and just riffing with your friends, you say a lot, you pause a lot. So the end product that you hear is, it's exactly what we say, but it is crafted in a way where timing is considered. So
All right, well, Stowe gave you the professional response, and I'll tell you guys this. We absolutely have to edit it. It has to be cut. We are legit just riffing with each other. At least 2 out of 4 of us are probably on our phones. Like I'm on like Instagram.
you have slinging
Everyone's
micro
we're just
gold.
talking. We're literally talking, or we're ranting, or we're bouncing off each other, like just ideas. And sometimes it's just like, yeah, we'll edit that out. But yes, a lot of times too, it's kind of like you're trying to gather a thought and you don't want to leave that in, right?
Yep.
Some people might open up the episode and be like, 90 minutes, I'm not sitting through this. And a lot of it is like, uh
Just know whenever you think this episode might be too long, it took me 4 times the length of that episode to create it. So
the
please
cuts
keep
are
that in
super
mind.
good also. When I hear the cut
Thanks, bud.
version, I'm like, dude, it's as if we actually know what we're doing on this thing. It's actually insane.
I'm not trying to do behind the curtain Tuesday right now. This is a
Wow.
horrible idea. We got to put this curtain back. Um, yeah, it's John. It's you just go. It's not. You can go to paintingthetape.net and all the episodes are there. With like a Spotify player or whatever. But it's on Apple too. I need to figure out a way to distribute them to YouTube in a way that isn't weird. So yeah, I'm still working on that. But
You guys can also at least I on Spotify, you can speed it up too. So what I do is I usually listen to stuff on like 2x or something. I'm just used to it. So if
I
you
don't
look
do
at it
that.
and you're like, oh, it's like an hour, I don't really just speed it up and you'll run right through it.
I already hate the sound of my own voice as it is. You ever 2x my voice? It's
It's
not
super
great.
weird. It's so weird hearing your own voice, dude. I cannot like, yeah, it's weird. I can't even watch these replays that we do, these streams. It's really strange. It's so strange.
Oh, thanks, Case. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, Stowe does extremely very professional work with the podcast.
Oh yeah, the government shutdown stuff. Damn, I was gonna try to polymarket that. I wanted to grab the odds, but again, yeah, now I'm doing this. I saw the odds spiked pretty
No,
high.
no,
It
pull it up
was
on stream. Pull it up on stream. Then the chat will never see us on stream again. Just pull it up.
That's true. That's fair. But those are good with like news things. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the phrase "nothing ever happens," but for that news stuff, that's a good sentiment gauge. I don't ever actually place a wager on anything, but I find that those news markets to be really interesting for contra sentiment. It's a lot like what I think, um, like the what's it called, the commitment of traders report. Um, Jason Shapiro uses. I think that is a similar contra mindset sort of idea, but with news stuff like government shutdowns, elections. I love to see where everybody is leaning. I love to see how that those odds develop. 80% for no shutdown or for shutdown, Tracy? Odds are good and the goods are odd. That's funny, Mark. Oh, 80. Wow. Okay. That's wild. Okay. Look at price just destroy everyone right now. This is brutality. This is previous day high right here at 31.50 and it was just sliced.
I'm just glad I'm flat. This is insane.
Yeah. Yeah, end of month, of course. End of quarter also. Who knows? Always a reason. Yeah, Jason, crazy, right? This thing is wild. Yeah, Alex, no pullbacks. ES gave you 50 pullbacks today, all to the overnight low. That was your chance. And if you sold
Go
early,
further. It's like a pawn shop. It's like best I can do. Best I can do overnight low.
best I can do. What the hell was I waiting for? Like 75? I think I was waiting for
A better
66,
low,
75 for a low.
more
Like, yeah,
excess, maybe
like any low would
something
have been fine.
reasonable. You know?
No, just nice flat round bottom to bounce off of. Perfect. Thank you.
This is what we
Ugh.
did the last 6 times. This is what we're gonna do again.
Yep.
Uh, you would have hit target right now at 65. Yeah, I got like within 10 points of my target earlier. I'm happy with it. I had 8 lots on in the beginning of that trade, guys, so it made it easier to hold through all that. But usually, like, it's not a good time for me. I'm telling you guys, today just bent my way. Uh, please do not expect this on further streams, or you will be flaming me in the chat.
Dero, the stat's not, I mean, the stat's in, right? But the stat is not for this period. The stat is for the next 30 minutes that will start in about a minute and a half. So whatever high we make right now is the stat would be for there to be a higher high than that in M period. So we got to figure out where the high for L period is first before we start scheming that. I think it's over too. And if you guys are familiar with gambler's fallacy, that must mean it's about to happen. So
That's the only real stat. I'm due.
I'm due.
There's
Yeah.
no way I 7 out 8 times. I'm due. What up, Kane? Kane, I don't know if you heard, but Leo's gonna
Kane.
look a little different tomorrow.
Yeah. Kane, did they tell you I get to trade the open with you tomorrow?
Jackson trades. Do I avoid the open? I don't. I trade it every Friday. I just don't want to wake up for it. But on Fridays, I have to wake up for it, so I trade the open every Friday.
Ah, upgrade.
It's a special Wednesday.
Yeah, it's easy to make fun of Leo when he's not in here. He'll come
It's always
swimming
the
in
best
like,
when they're not in here to defend themselves. It's totally the best. Free shots.
look at this nightmare. Making a second single print. I'm getting mad at this market all over
Yes,
again.
ES has two.
Yeah, well, it just started the second one, but ES has one from 18 to
Oh,
21
I
now
see.
confirmed.
NQ has none.
Yeah, just straight up. No worries.
Can you really trade Stowe?
Sometimes.
Jury's out on that
Some
one.
some days better than others.
The only one we know can trade is Nick.
Yeah, that's true.
Everything else is up
Sandbagger
in
that
the
he
air.
is.
Yeah, Kane. Today was very, very nice to me too. Ironically, it's also price action that I hate. D-shaped profile, but
We might be at a third standard deviation by now. Just eyeballing this, I believe we're probably at the +3 right
it's
now.
crazy that the market's range is under 150 and we're at a third standard deviation.
Yep.
Yeah, Jude. Nick can definitely trade. He lied to us all. He was like, "Oh, it's Thursday. All I do is end red on Thursday." And he blew us
Uh-huh.
out. Nah, I don't trust him anymore. When people show you who they really are, believe them. Ahem, Nick.
Okay, and I bet you love today, dude. Today was, Mr. Reversal today had 50 of them. So, yeah, I'm sure you loved it. For Mr. Continuation, I did not love it. I was not loving it.
Yeah, it's really hard to get on board with this at this point.
You could just
They
close your
are
eyes and press the button, I guess, at any given point here.
You'd probably still be better off doing that than shorts.
Yeah.
890s can definitely see some hesitation.
NQ has a little more room, huh? ES doesn't have. Is this all time high up here? What the hell's going on? I don't even know.
ES is at
No, we're not even
+3.
close. Okay.
Outside third
We're at
standard. Okay.
56. Yeah.
NQ is 8 away from third standard. Jeez.
Yeah, it's gnarly. But that's what happens when you consolidate all day and then leave. So,
Yeah. I mean, they've bumped their heads down there and made that choice so many times that under the overnight low,
yeah.
for NQ at least. Yeah, at some point it's just like, all right, fine. If we're not going
It
to do
was
this, then we'll do that.
it's all just been bullish off the weekly open, huh? Yeah.
Oh yeah, the weekly opens right there too.
I love the market. It's so funny. This thing has jokes for sure.
You need to find your new arch nemesis. 660s. 660 is gone
That's true.
in the
That's true.
past. You need a new arch nemesis.
I miss that guy. I don't know, Nick. I didn't do anything. I tried to be short today, if anything.
Nick's like,
Oh yeah, Leo
ah,
stat done. Nice. Good call. Good call, composite trader. I wasn't paying attention. Are those singles up there? You might be right. 4150 to 42. Okay.
yeah, I'd like to see it trade into the 890s, at least on this move. There's no poor high.
There's no poor high. This is the richest high there's ever been.
Well, this is a wealthy high, affluent high.
Hmm. That's an interesting problem, Jeff. Jeff says, this happens to me every day. After a very good day, I get so gun shy that I miss my trade and cut it early. I took a point and a half out of ES and I easily could have taken 10. Okay, Jeff, you're doing a lot of things right there. Number one, don't rabbit hunt your own profit because you don't know that you could have gotten that until you didn't. So, like, you got to reframe the way that you're thinking about the trade in the first place. Like, why'd you get in? Why'd you cut it? Like, those are the only things that you need to think about and know in the moment. The rest of the stuff happens after you're done. So, like, you strike that from the record for sure. As far as like having a good day and giving it back, like you can have a give back rule. That's something people do. You could choose to not give a shit. That's something other people do. That's more my style. If I see another trade I want to take, then I take it. If I have a good day though, and I don't have to trade and hang out and stream, then I'm on the couch or the hammock, depending on the weather. So
Horse time?
porch time. Actually, no, I gotta hang that. I gotta hang a whiteboard for my wife, so I'd probably be doing that today. Leo saved me from a husband job. He doesn't know the favor that he gave me.
Hello, Stowe and XYZ. Do you have a single way of operating or do they change depending on the market?
Mm, uh,
Ah, shit.
I think I probably have like two, maybe like three way. I just have like I have playbook trades, and then each trade idea of all of them has qualifiers and disqualifiers based on what the market is actually up to. So, yes, it changes, but it only really changes in regard to like I don't know what
Ranges?
yeah, I get it like it's not just ranges, it's just like market activity. And it's only changing within like a framework that already exists. So say I start the day with like 50 possible plays, market probably rules out like 25 of them first thing, you know? So then you got 25 plays you can do. Another couple things happen, you got 10 plays you can do. You do one play and it doesn't work, then you got 8 plays you can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think for me, I'm always looking for the same thing. It's always who's moving or trying to move the market and are they getting what they want? And the rest is just current range. So some days 10 to 15 points is good for taking off some risk. Some days nothing under 30 points. It just depending on range, but mostly the same thing.
Yep.
How does the fact that Limp Bizkit released a new song influence your view on the macro sense of the market? Limp Bizkit released a new
Uh
song.
I didn't know that.
Every
That's
time,
cool.
every time they do that stuff though, it's never good. Sav says it's good.
Sav says it's good. All right.
That was like one of my favorite albums of all time.
Chocolate Stardust,
You,
hot
you
dog
saw that
water.
hot dog water, chocolate starfish, something, something.
There, yeah.
Yeah, we had to convince one of our aunts that, no, don't, it's fine. This like it's not because it says explicit content all the time, right? Back then. We're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's fine. We can listen to that. Just buy it. It's good. Hmm.
Everybody's got a cool aunt. Everybody needs that cool aunt that's willing to buy the parental advisory thing.
Well, she just didn't know any better, honestly. Wasn't like
Some
super
ants are
English
just
proficient.
cool. They don't even know they're that cool. So I get it.
Yeah, Limp Bizkit, man. Me and my cousins, we were kids. We listened to a lot of that. Linkin Park was legit.
Walking away.
I remember because we grew up listening to rap music, so like huge, obviously Jay-Z fans. And when I found out Jay-Z and Linkin Park did a collaboration album, yeah, I had to go and try to get that immediately.
I was a
I
good
liked it.
era.
I guess I'll check that out. I guess I'll check it out. Yeah, Collision Course was the album title.
Watch these sellers here at 30. God, they're trying to
If you
keep
don't
this.
trade the pipe, what times do you normally trade? What is the pipe, the open?
I don't
Honestly,
know.
guys, I trade whenever I get to desk. It varies, but there's no like time window that I'm looking to get into. It's just whenever I get there. It varies depending on my
Interesting.
do I stream?
Do you see those turkeys? That
Yeah,
was cool. Yep.
I'm
All
seeing
right.
it. I'm seeing it.
I don't know if there's a way for me to execute that, but I definitely saw that setting up. That was cool. Quick pullback for ants
For now.
for now. Yeah.
For
I
now.
would like to see that retest.
Could obviously it could just be a failed peak outside the range here on the higher
Yeah.
time frame. I wanted to see what they decide around the 880s, 890s, like closer to 890s before trying to take a short, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get there. They kind of just swept the prior swing by like a few points. But there might be a second attempt here.
Yeah.
I
There's
just
a
hate that it's almost
ton.
algo time, so it kind of
Yeah.
ruins everything.
There
But
is a
this
metric ton of buying at this 725, 724 spot.
yeah.
Um,
If there were more time, I think this could definitely set up to be a good reversion opportunity, but we'll see if they can get it done quick. Maybe I'll try it, but
Pretty nice comeback and touch of that 26. Let's see. Got that liquid, and they pulled that liquidity that was stacked up there too. Did NQ make a new high? It did, right? Yeah.
it can made a new high. Yeah.
Okay.
It's retesting the range right before it made the high, or no?
Seller's going to keep pushing.
Yeah, they have a nice build right here in the 850s that they can work lower with. So you seem to be the least FOMO prone person I've seen trade. Yeah,
Might be true.
I am very anti-FOMO, but today it helps a lot that my PNL is very sizable. The market blessed me a great deal today. So it helps. But yeah, I really try not to be. I've been hit with the regret too many times.
All right. That's working.
You looking to take any trades
I
going into
did.
this?
I'm long.
You're long?
Yeah. Like a
Oh, you are long.
psychopath. I just got two. Just scratched one out. I don't know if this is a fail or if this, I mean, they came back, retest this 26 guy. I'm putting in both selling and buying, and they're kind of stacking some liquidity up now. So yeah, this might not work, but I'm gonna try to press along. It was gonna be here.
Tape is pretty negative right now. See if they can hold this spot. It would make sense if they want higher. They have to hold this spot.
Yeah.
When you're on a green streak like you are, how do you manage expectations the longer it goes on? I actually don't have expectations at all. I could come on stream tomorrow and just have a red day right in front of you guys in the morning, right out the gate, and it's on to the next. I don't really pay much attention to it. I honestly, guys, I have fully resigned all ideas of control to the market. I don't have any. The market just agrees with me or disagrees. And so if it happens to agree, cool. Because tomorrow it might tell me like I'm actually a dumbass and you guys will see it live. And that's just a reality. And it's just one day. Yeah, it's just one day. It's gonna be another day. It's gonna be another day. I've had so many green streaks that ended in super blowout red days that the only thing I was concerned about at some point was getting ready for those days. And then I, you know, got a good grip around them and yeah, it is what it is. Some days the market will just not agree with anything that I think at all. Yeah, there will come a day where yeah, soon, maybe tomorrow, maybe I have two sessions tomorrow. So one of them, maybe it is what it is.
Yeah, for
Equity
me, it's
curve.
just better not to think about it. It's just like, I
Yeah.
mean, you shouldn't have any expectation. Every day is different. Everything changes like literally all of the time. So if you
I think
start
it's
to
only
have
as long as you're
expectation,
doing what you've been doing. Yeah. That's all you
yeah,
can really do is make sure it's, hey, this is what I do, and this is my data set over a long time period, and it ends in a good equity curve. And one day it doesn't work, it's just one day.
having expectations is on of like P&L. Nice. Ah, have some of that market. Um, yeah, this is for spite, by the way. And also this is my off day, so I'm allowed to cheer for stuff. By the way.
Don't let anyone tell you how to live your life, so you do
I,
whatever you
I know,
want.
I know, it's true.
Give us more sound bites.
What's happening? Let's go. Let's go. That was a good day. Won a great bet that day. Um, yeah, so this is a setup. I got into it a little early once it was really pausing here. I just saw some Dom stuff at 26. This was so much buying, and this passive seller was, I don't know, obliterated, yeeted into the sun, however you want to say this. So when we came back to check him out after previous day high, kind of puked a little bit. It was a good spot to try for, end of day continuation nonsense. Um, but yeah, you can't have expectations about your P&L. That's kind of like having a bias for your own performance. It's not just not going to help you ever.
It's also kind of like subconsciously having an expectation of what you expect the market to deliver for you.
Yeah, no.
Like
Then
the
you're going to
market has
start.
some sort of deliverable. Like it really doesn't. So yeah, that's what I hate about profit targets like on a day. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Joe says, I've seen the flipping read countless times from your end. Yeah. Job, you've seen me trade for years, so I appreciate the words for sure. I think, yeah, I've done it a few times on NT Live too, where, hey, I think this, and then it's all of a sudden, you know what? I don't think this anymore at all. And then I just flip it.
That's the best. That's the best
You know
thing.
what? Screw what I said earlier. I'm a changed man now.
You got to
That
be,
was a younger
man.
me.
Oh, that was old me.
Yeah.
New me would
Oh,
never do
come on,
that.
man. Stop living in the past, man. We're short now. Maury says the market agrees with your hat XY. Sometimes a hat alters your state and how you execute. Crazy but can be true. Yeah, I think today's Bass Pro was a good choice.
Let
Bass
me
Pro
see.
hat had some confluence today.
Did the Eagles win? I didn't get to finish that game. They did,
Of
right?
course they did in
All
the
right,
worst way
cool.
possible. It was
All right,
terrible.
go
I
birds. Go
still want
birds.
this offensive coordinator fired straight into the ground.
Boy, the Steelers had me sweating those points. Let me tell you what. Um,
Oh
I
yeah, you
took
hit the
the
parlay? You had a
I
three leg on the same game.
yeah, I hit a 3-leg, yeah. Um, Steelers money line. They were 4-point dogs going in that game. Steelers money line, Aaron Rodgers over 200 yards and over 40. And when they went for it on fourth down instead of kicking that field goal, I was like, "Oh, come on, somebody's looking at my bet slip." Yeah, but it was good. It's good.
Yeah, DK on the slant is hard to contain, man.
New high. Smash it up. Super Smash Bros. Nice. Love it. Love to see it.
Everybody's winning.
Everybody's winning, baby.
Stowe just killed my short.
Man, dude, I hope soon. I hope soon. Sorry, Apple Butter. Many shorts are
Attention
dead. It's not
traders,
just yours.
it's algo time.
Thank you, Mr. King.
Oh my goodness, composite trader. Raiders fan. At this point, the best you can hope for is like for Geno Smith to throw under like 2 interceptions a game. It's actually pretty bad.
There's your 890, huh?
You know what? You know what's funny stuff? I think studying the DOM and reading it every day has helped me with my red zone um information gathering. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
like
I
when I'm
do.
watching red zone now, I'm like, oh yeah, now I know exactly what's going on. Oh, quad box, it's not a problem. Give me the quad
Nope.
box, you know?
Yep. I do love Red, but yeah. Red Zone is so awesome. I used to just sit and do that all day, every day. I can't get the girls to lock into Red Zone though, as much as I can. They need a theme of the day. Boy, they just lifted a bajillion lots
Just
at
tell them what
35.
bets you're on. I firmly believe red zone is for sports bettors.
Oh, it has to be. Yeah. But that dude, what's the guy's name? The Red Zone dude. Why can't I think of this right now?
The main guy?
Yeah, the main guy.
I don't remember his name.
I don't know. But he is incredible. Like the broadcasting work that dude does is nuts.
No, he's legit like an auctioneer.
Yes. That's true. Yeah, his I'm sure his bathroom situation is proprietary, Austin.
Scott Hansen. Yeah.
Scott Hansen, yeah, thank you. I was gonna say
See,
Chris Hansen. I was like, oh, this is a different
that's
show.
the wrong sports bet.
Oh, XY, did you hear we added a different music yesterday?
Hmm?
You got it, Kevin? I was a little
How to catch a sports better.
Who said that? That's a good joke.
JS, it's to catch a sports better.
All right. JS is already on my list of funny people, so that's cool.
Oh, he made the list.
Yeah,
Stowe's got a very proprietary list,
he's
guys.
on the
Give
list
him
for
your
sure.
best jokes.
Well, it's no surprise to me that I turn my day around as soon as I start streaming with XY. This is a common occurrence.
Yeah, Stowe never has a day off, man. It's actually
Moses Malone. I bought the +2. Ugh, whew. Madonna.
crazy.
Oh, driver, you got some jokes too. Don't worry. Don't worry. No, I got a little notebook whenever one of you says something funny in the chat, I put a little hash mark next to your name. And at the end of the year, I'm gonna be giving Dundee awards out for everybody.
If you guys
my
are wondering,
plan.
just DM Stowe with like a picture of a draw, like just write, do you think I'm funny? And then yes and no. And he'll send you one, he'll send you that back circled.
Look at this thing. It's so cool. Oh, the market is insane. It's
I
just got
mean, they did
no
try. Look,
rules.
they like low, no, low, no, low, no, no, no. And then finally they got an opportunity to build something and they just lost it. Like after the same decision so many times, yeah, this will happen.
Yep. Oh,
What's
thank you.
really
Takeaway.
cool is they took my trailing stop out like by barely a few points first and
Mhm.
then did this. So that's really cool. Very legal.
Flocky, that's fine. Dude, don't rabbit hunt your P&L. Doesn't mean nobody knows when is too early and when is too late until it's already happened. So just get
Flocky,
out.
I'll have you know that 100% of the time I get out too early.
Yeah. I mean, you never get
100%
all
of
the
the time.
move. I'm still long SPY 400, frankly, in my mind. in my heart. And then I
Remember
added a
when
SPY 420.
Spy 3000 was it was a momentous occasion.
Right. Yep.
Might as well have made hats for it and stuff.
Yep. There's those singles. They are done. That was pretty cool. Phoenix, you might have helped me with that a little bit. I had not scrolled up that high, and I was like, maybe I'll
Forgot about it.
check out those singles up there. Double or nothing. I'll go once more. Starving.
See you, Frank. Hit the likes on the way out. Yeah.
That's right. Hit them up. Oh, so I told Twitter that I was gonna do a Q&A for the Stowe course episode 2 tomorrow, but I can't because I'm not gonna stream the midday market. So I'm gonna be on with Kane in the morning. We will do that Q&A on Thursday in the morning. So watch the thing if you want to. You don't
Your
have
course
to.
comes with a Q&A live too?
Yeah, I figured
For
that would be
free?
better. Yeah. Well, no. So this is the thing about it. I mean, a lot of people have DM'd me about it, and asked me about whatever. And some of their ideas that are different than mine are also good. And I want to make sure that like we all talk about this together, that everybody that watches it and wants to, that you might have ideas that I don't have based on the stuff that I'm looking at. And like, that's cool. And I'll help you flesh that out if you want to. Lots of people are like, in what situations do you use 24 hours instead of RTH? I'm like, great question. Great question. I don't know. I rarely ever use them, but maybe there's some parameters I can build where, like, if Globex range is this big compared to its 10-day ADR, maybe I look at 24-hour. Because on Friday, Globex range was huge, I think, or Friday or Monday, one of these 2 days. The 24-hour was working great. But yeah, I'm pretty lazy. I haven't quantified much of anything. So I just want to talk to everybody about everything just so we can all benefit.
How funny. Anyways, here's my course, guys. I have not checked anything. No fact checks on my course, but I think it's all right. Yeah. We'll work through it together, yeah? You have any date on this? No, we're actually gonna gather it together right now.
Yeah, it's fun. It's like a group
You and
project,
me.
really. I did a lot of the work already, by the way, on the group project. Like, listen, Ed, filming yourself in front of a green screen that your cats are terrified of, that's work. That's work.
Yeah. Do you find that you need to take a few trades at the beginning of the day to get your head straight on what the market is doing? It seems like my first few trades are always losers. Gecko, I'm assuming
Mm,
that's how you pronounce it. You are not the only one with that problem. I can tell you that right now.
yeah. I think
Um,
that you would. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You're right.
I was just gonna say it. I would think it's a universal thing because it is also for me. What I've learned to do is just you think something is set up, just wait because for me, I just got here. There's plenty of time left. I am a scalper. I don't need every opportunity. There will be another. And my P&L at some point it just got a lot better. Like the equity curve got a lot better from it, from eliminating those early losses. Because just like you, dude, if I hopped on and something isn't like super clear to me,
Mhm.
I haven't really gotten inflow with the market yet, and it ends up now that I'm working back from red, and it sucks. So yeah, it was something that was an issue for me for a while.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like if that's an illusion that you need to take a couple warm up trades or not. I've often wondered that, like when I run the stats on my day, typically I'm taking more losses in the morning in the first 30 minutes. But that might be one of those stats that is weird because like obviously that's when, things are more volatile. So is it the
That's
addition of
true.
volatility there, or is it that I'm coming into the day a little rusty? Um, yeah.
It's almost
So
impossible to quantify because of that. Yeah.
yeah.
I just don't take the trades anymore. And like Composite Trader says, I sleep through it. That's the secret.
Yep. That is true. That is the secret. All right, let's watch this glorious close at the high. everybody on the planet.
So you got a standard deviation question.
Oh, +2 is where we're at the moment. This is +2. So yeah, they are. I mean, there has been a big party today.
Dr. John, I do not trade overnight
Woo!
at all. JS says, could also be environment. I find the first 30 minutes-ish is a pain. Yeah, I think now that he's mentioned that, I think what I do now is I always first ask what decisions has the market made in certain key areas. Even if it hasn't really made much, I'm not going to do much. But yeah, Stowe has to be Jim today, so
That's true.
he
I get to be
will
Jim.
do all that.
I can't believe we're already done. I love streaming with you, bud. Thank you,
Yeah, it's
Leo,
always
for
a good
giving me the
time, man.
opportunity. That was great. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, chat. I will see you guys bright and early with my buddy Kane tomorrow. Trade the open, and I'm sure there's some other stuff going on before that, but I don't know what it is, so I'm not able to
Hold
tell you.
on, what? Wait, I'm just finding this out now. There's what's going on before that?
Something happens from 8 to 9. Folks, give me something to plug real fast. Who's on? Type in the chat. Who's
Oh,
on? Who's on from 8 to 9? Um, I don't know. Tune in. It's always awesome.
this is why Jim gets paid the big bucks, guys.
This is why he's the pro. He's the pro. Um, yeah, we got non-farm payroll tomorrow. That's cool. What's tomorrow? Wednesday? Right, Wednesday.
I was going to say, yep.
All right. Well, love you, buddy. Thank you, chat. Most important message of the day, as always, be safe out there and take care of each other, each other, of your each other.
Do the thing. Goodbye, guys.
Peace.